Why are you against ICE deporting people? These people are here illegally.
Yes. Don't ruin it.
I'm gonna let you in on something. I genuinely do not give a fuck if somebody is here without documentation.
Ruined it.
Like, maybe that's a hot take. If that's their only crime, it's a victimless crime.
Is it a victimless crime, Evan? Bro, this video has over 1 million views on TikTok. Bro, why do you have a lock on your house? Why is there a lock on your car? Why don't you just open your front door and let people come in your house? Just let them in. It's a victimless crime, right? After all, they just want a better life and they have family here.
If they are just here because they have family here and they want to make a better life for themselves, they should be put on a path to citizenship.
What if they don't have family here, Evan? What if they don't just want a better life? If they wanted to be on the path to citizenship, they could go to a port of entry and get in line like everybody else.
That is the appropriate solution, and there is no practical benefit to anybody's lives in spending an exorbitant amount of resources in finding and violently deporting people who just want to contribute.
They don't have to be violently deported. They could just self-deport or fill out the necessary paperwork or leave or not resist or literally anything. The same reason that these people should be deported is the same reason that you don't want to just leave the front door open to your house. After all, it's just a victimless crime until they're hanging out in your house and they're eating your food and you're spending your resources to make sure that they have something to eat and the electricity to cool your house because the door is wide open. Or maybe they could just camp in the yard, but why don't you want them to camp in your yard? Because it's your yard and you paid for that yard. What if they're starting to do bad things out of that house? It's a victimless crime and they have family here. What are you going to do, Evan, if they're eating your food and camping out in your house? It's a victimless crime. They have family here. What are you going to do? Are you going to call the police and have them get them out? Are you going to have them violently removed from your house, Evan? What would you do? There's no reason to justify the resources to get them out of your house.
The people who support these violent ICE raids and deportations just want to uphold some warped view they have of maintaining order against these foreign invaders.
Well, why do you want to get these people out of your house, Evan? Was it because of the warped view that you have of law and order like every civil society in the history of time? They're not invading your house, Evan. They have family here. They just want a better life. They're just going to live inside your house.
It is not built on any sort of rational or humane policy basis. Like, genuinely, the solution to somebody not having the appropriate documentation and paperwork is to get them the appropriate documentation and paperwork.
Why don't you get them the appropriate documentation and paperwork, Evan? Even though there's a port of entry where they could have obtained it on their own and gotten in line like everybody else. No, that's your job now. After all, they're in your house and they just want a better life. What if they committed some crimes before they got to your house, Evan? You wouldn't know because you don't know who they are because they just walked in the front door of your house. What if in addition to committing the crime of coming into your house without them being welcomed, they also committed some other crimes like smuggled in some other people or some other illicit materials, but you wouldn't know because they didn't get in line because you don't know who they are. But after all, it's your job to make sure that they're credentialed because that's your job, not their job. Why don't you go get them a house and get them some food, Evan? They have family here.
The ideology that justifies these grotesque ICE raids is at its core sadistic in wanting to inflict a punitive punishment on such a vulnerable population.
No, the ideology that you have to not understand the same reason that there's a lock on your house is the same reason why a person shouldn't be able to just jump the border. Why do you want to kick them out of your house, Evan? Why don't you want to let them eat your food, Evan? Is it because you want to inflict punitive damages on a vulnerable population? They're vulnerable, Evan. They don't need to live in their house. They need to live in your house. Because after all, they have family here. And they just want a better life.